All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. I just realized I'm doing a podcast with, boom. I don't know why I love Toy Story. And what's interesting is I didn't even like toys growing up. It makes no sense, but I'm obsessed with Toy Story. It's Toy Story throughout my life. But what I want to get into today is actually what I'm going to call "You Are Nothing But Potential." I don't think a lot of people realize all the potential that they have in their life. I don't think they also realize all the skills that they can create or all the gifts that they have or they can give to others. And I just really wanted to do a video slash podcast on this because I think so many people sell themselves short. And I've been doing a lot of other Zoom calls and podcasts on this where a lot of questions that I get is like, so I help men with confidence a lot of times. So they're like, Rich, I don't feel confident in anything I've ever done. I don't feel confident now. And I goof around and say, are you surviving? Are you breathing? Are you living? And they're like, yes. I'm like, well, then you're conquering. You're alive, like just as a joke. But the truth is, you don't a lot of times realize all the things that you have really accomplished throughout your life. And you may not think they're a big deal. Like maybe even like graduating high school or going to college. You're like, oh my God, millions of people do that. That's not a big deal. Actually, billions of people don't do that. I'm going to tell you, you may be way more educated than you ever thought you were. Okay? You may be way more talented at things, you just haven't even discovered it yet. You have the potential a lot of times to do amazing things, but I think people just don't believe in themselves that they can do it. They also kind of want to do shortcuts, or they see somebody that's way more superior than them. So they think like, well, I'll never be that. Well, how do you know you'll never be that? You got to understand too, a lot of times where you're starting off, they started off. And where they ended up, you may end up. Again, it may take you less time. It may take you more time. It may never happen. I'm not going to say it will or won't because we all live different lives. But if you have interests in certain things, go after them. Give it a shot. And here's the thing. If it doesn't work out, worst case scenario, what happens? Think about all the things. Like if you went and said you wanted to, I don't know what you want to do. Say you wanted to go do it and you failed. Who gives a shit about that? Like, who really knows? Your family members, friends, maybe colleagues? What? How many people are you worried about what they're going to say to you after you failed when you probably went and did something that maybe they don't even have the balls to go after? Think about those things. It doesn't make sense. And here's the thing too, and I discuss this a lot with fitness too, because a lot of people think that they got to be in incredible shape to be, to look good or to lose weight, or they got to go hardcore and all these things. Yeah, if you do go that route, God bless you, it's going to usually work out for you. But don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about going hardcore. Don't even worry about losing a ton of weight very quickly or getting in incredible shape. Let's just get you, going to work out. Let's just start finding something that you enjoy doing. And I don't care if it's starting with walking, all right? And, yeah, I run across this all the time. I feel sorry for a lot of men and women out there. And maybe I was just programmed differently. And believe me, I fail all the time on things. I sometimes think I'm going to be so much further along, or it's going to be... Here's one thing that I always blow a lot of times. I think things for me are going to come a lot easier because of all the things I've done in my past. But I realize a lot of times it's actually sometimes even harder because I try so many different things. I'm not really good at, say, making films. I made some films. I didn't just keep making films. I then decided I want to be an author and I want to write a couple books because I made films, I wrote screenplays. Then writing a book is so different than a screenplay. So it was like I had to reprogram my brain. I was thinking, oh no, to go from screenplays to books is easy. It was if I would have just never wrote screenplays and maybe just started as an author, it might have been a lot easier, or vice versa. And then I decided to, as time went on, I want to make a program. I never created a program, and I really didn't have anybody truthfully helping me. So I was learning that, and I only thought, hey, this is only going to take me. I've done websites, I've done all these things. Probably take me, 6 months to a year. I know it takes some other people a lot longer, whatever. No, 2.5 years, because I started changing things, and that happened with an app that I was creating, and it happens with even a YouTube and a podcast. I'm like, oh, I'll build an audience. I already got an audience for my films and my books and all this. I'll get this amount of subscribers. Very good. Nope, full of shit. Talking shit again. It's taking me a lot longer to do a lot of things that I wanted to do. A lot more work than I ever thought it was going to take. All these things. So believe me, I don't care who you are, right? You're going to have to learn that, you know, you have probably so much in the tank. I don't care even what age you are. I don't think you're too young to go after whatever you want to go after. But understand you have potential. I'm telling you, you just may have, one, never had anybody believe in you, or you may have never believed in yourself. But I can assure you, I believe in you. I'm telling you, I'm not saying that as a bullshit pitch preacher thing. And of course, it's got to be reasonable. If you're 50 years old and you think you're going to be Michael Jordan, let's not be unrealistic here and be ridiculous. But if you do love basketball, maybe you should consider becoming a coach. I say a lot of times you can spin things off a lot of times that you maybe, that's impossible to do. They could be even, you know, certain things, like I said, especially with physical things. But you'd be shocked at what you could do. Just go after it, man. No one's going to do it for you. I'm just telling you. So I'm going to wrap it up there. If you got any questions, hit me up. My program, or one of my websites, is masteringselfconfidence.com. That's where I try to help men build confidence, which includes finding women, wardrobe, hygiene, fitness, things in that nature. I'm at richcelenza.com too. And if you kind of like this video, check out some of my others. I talk a lot about this, about people truly finding out their true potential and never underestimating how powerful they really are once they put their mind to it. All right, take care.